another edition of the Instant Wrestling Report. My partner Quad. I'm your host, J-Man. Yes, that is Quad. Crazy enough. Birdhousing it here. Nobody gets that reference. Inside joke. It's alright. In this edition of the IW, we're going to do our 2012 TNA Genesis preview. New year here. We're going to kick it off with TNA's paper. We're going to run down the card for you. First, Matt, you going to say something?
This is also before Impact, so
yeah,
we have no idea
Impact,
what is going on in that tag tournament.
Spoiler-free. That's what we're going to say.
Yeah, we're joke-free and spoiler-free.
That's where we're at. Boom. But yeah, the tag tourney that it'll end up being, I think it's, what is it, Joe and Magnus against AJ and Kaz. The finals are tonight on
Impact. Time. Joe?
Yeah, Joe. He has a chance of being on a TNA pay-per-view.
What?
It'd be crazy enough. But that final will be figured out, and Steve goes on to face Matt Morgan Crimson pay-per-view. We do not know who that is, but that will be added to the card, obviously. But first matchup, we have the Knockouts title line. One champion, Gail Kim, goes up against Mickie James. I'm going to go with Gail Kim here again, retaining. Continuing this more good stuff out of these two. People are girls that have seen each other in the past, have worked in the past, have produced some great stuff in the past. Pretty good match at the last pay-per-view. Had that main event on Impact, which is just crazy to see the knockouts in the main event there. Kind of interesting to see that. I'm going to go with Gail retaining here, continuing that run with that. Just an amazing athlete as champion. I'm absolutely in love with Gail Kim all the way around. Just an amazing athlete. Should just keep that Knockouts championship for a long time here. But I'm anticipating hopefully a good match out of these two. I'm going to go with Gail retaining the title.
If you have Gail lose this title, it's just pretty much shitting all over Gail. She came in TNA to be a champion. Yeah. She is a tag champion. Let's keep her with the Knockouts champion. Keep her rolling with that.
Yeah.
And taking out whoever gets in her way.
Yeah. Next matchup, we finally have the great matchup here between D'Angelo De Niro and Devon. They've been pimping it up for the last couple months now. The dissension between these two. They're going to finally have this matchup here. Do you give a crap?
Not necessarily.
I don't care at all.
I don't care if their kids are involved,
No.
if their grandma, if their aunties, or cousins.
I really don't care if anything's involved with it.
I really just want to skip this match.
I'm going to go with Pope getting the win here because, quite frankly, if Devon beats Pope, it's just ridiculous. Pope just needs to get on a run and just, like I've said in the past, just needs to get in a position in TNA where he should be because this is just not where Pope should be utilized. He's such a better talent than what he's being used for here. I'm going to go with Pope getting the win and just hopefully get this crap over with.
I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Next matchup, we have the Monsters Ball match between Abyss and Bully Ray. If Abyss loses this match, he must rejoin Immortal. Do you guys know it's still a faction? I didn't.
There's factions in Impact?
Fortune's done. I guess
hold
Immortal's
on,
still
hold
together.
I don't even know what.
You got Ric Flair running off the Gunner. What a great way to utilize Ric Flair.
I'm so confused.
Hey Rick, aren't you wishing you're just feeling your way back in WCW back in the day right now? Because that's what I feel like you're doing.
This whole faction thing is, what's that?
Just go away.
Impact uses faction correctly?
No, not really right now. But I'm going to go with Abyss getting the win here. Turning face, whatever, going away from Immortal. Who knows what we get out of this. Hopefully a good, hardcore style Monsters Ball match out of this with the guys that can really produce that kind of match. But I'm going to go with Abyss in getting away from Immortal.
Okay, Team 3D. Devon and Bully Brother Ray both need to go away.
Yeah.
It is past their prime. I see Abyss winning this, and hopefully James Mitchell comes back.
You've been just wishing for that James Mitchell.
I'm just hoping. I just want the old Abyss.
Yeah.
One
you mean he's actually a monster?
The one used to
like how they're utilizing Kane right now?
Yeah.
There we go.
Hey,
Look at that.
TNA, why don't you watch Kane and do that with
Take
Abyss?
a couple tips. Next matchup, we have a Four Corners match for the X Division Championship. When champion AW Austin Aries goes up against Jesse Sorensen, Zema Ion, and Kid Cash. I'm actually really looking forward to this one. Finally putting in some more younger talent besides just the Kid Cash that we've seen over the past couple months, bringing in Sorensen and Zema Ion. I kind of like the interesting thing they did on Impact with having that best-of-3 match with Zema Ion and Tony Nese, I believe, or Anthony Nese, whatever you want to say it. But as for this, I'm going with AW, retaining the championship. Right now, the most solid champion in TNA has just dominated the X Division. It's not the X Division, it's the AW division, as we said. Just running this like a champ, like he should, like Austin Aries would do with any championship. But I'm going to go with AW Austin Aries retaining the X Division Championship.
I'm calling this to be the match of the night.
Uh-oh.
Because just with these names and just a variety of, I guess, athletic
ability, yeah.
There you go. Ability. That's a great word. Good word.
Always helping Claudia out with the vocab.
I see Austin Aries winning this. Just hopefully stealing the show.
Yeah.
And just continue Austin Aries rolling like Gail Kim. The two dominant forces in TNA right now. Just keep rolling with their titles.
Next matchup, we have a rematch between Kurt Angle and James Storm. James Storm getting the win at the last pay-per-view. I'm going to go with James Storm getting the win here again. Obviously, they're trying to throw him in there with Kurt Angle and really say, you know, James Storm is going to be the guy going on in the future that could be that main event mainstay that can stay there and be, you know, the guy that you could look at as being the main event guy from here on out. And throwing him in there with Kurt Angle, obviously, it's just, you put him in there with a guy that's like Kurt Angle, it's going to be that a company. It just feels like you're in the main event kind of thing. But I'm going to go with James Storm getting the win here, and hopefully another good match because pretty quality stuff. Hopefully they could gain off what they did in the past. So I'm going to go with James Storm getting the win here.
I'm going with Kurt Angle, just so they both have a win, and then what's the next pay-per-view? Against All Odds?
Against All Odds, I think.
Yeah, and then they have some kind of gimmick on their match. Because I was expecting after Storm winning the last pay-per-view, then if they have a rematch, they have some kind of gimmick.
It's kind of weird,
Just one-on-one, or possibly a DQ with something with Jared or Karen. I'm hoping but I'm hoping that's all done past. But I'm hoping Kurt gets a win here, and then have another, I guess, a best of three.
Yeah, I guess we could do something like that.
So
moving on now to the main event for the TNA World Championship between champion Bobby Roode and Jeff Hardy. Yes, Jeff Hardy is back in the main event for a World Championship in TNA. I mean, I'll give it to the guy. He hasn't gone off the deep end yet on his second coming of being Jeff Hardy.
That is a key word in that sentence right there.
Yet. He hasn't done it yet. Obviously, it's always hard to pull something out of Jeff Hardy as for a good quality match, but Bobby Roode is going to do the best of the ability. Bobby Roode's kind of like, I look at it like a Kurt Angle where he always wants to bring something out of that guy, as is AJ Styles in TNA or a Joe does in TNA. Those kind of, Christopher Daniels does in TNA. Those kind of guys want to bring the best out of somebody, and hopefully they can bring it out of Jeff Hardy because that's what you have to do. Jeff Hardy has to be in there with a guy that wants to bring the best out of Jeff Hardy, and hopefully Bobby Roode can do that, continuing his great heel run as champion. I'm loving Bobby Roode, how he's doing it, sleek, the suit kind of wearing thing. I'm loving all that stuff going on there, Bobby Roode. But I'm obviously going with Bobby Roode retaining the TNA Championship in this matchup, and hopefully bringing something good out of Jeff Hardy.
Really, you're wanting to put Jeff Hardy in that pedestal that much? You're gonna throw him in the fucking title match?
Yeah.
At Genesis, your first pay-per-view, 2012, you actually may be using Joe correctly. You actually may be having Kurt a good match in the X Division.
I wouldn't say Joe correctly. I just at least using him.
No, Joe correctly being on the show.
Oh, true. That's what I meant. At least using him. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, not him freaking putting up the ring.
Exactly.
Having a good X Division match, having a good knockouts match.
Tag title match would be good.
Good tag title match could be interesting. But then you throw Jeff Hardy. Like, I'd rather see... No, I just don't want to see this. This is not what I... Genesis is beginning of something.
Yeah.
And I guess that's what they're trying to push. Okay, Jeff Hardy's the beginning, coming clean, everything. I don't give a shit. He almost burned the company down on Victory Road. So I'm going with Bobby Roode. And keep rolling with the title. Don't give it to fucking Hardy. Don't give it to Sting. Don't give it to Hulk Hogan.
Oh, God. Why did you say that? That's terrible.
Just... Quaddy's back. Fucking Quaddy's back.
So now wrap up our 2012 TNA Genesis preview. Be sure to check out our instant review after the pay-per-view Sunday. Before we get out of here, this is a very special edition of the Instant Wrestling Report. This is our 1-year anniversary.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Good job.
Thank you.
Good job. Just like to thank all you guys out here for all the support, like 488 subscribers, something like that in a year. Just completely just exceeds anything that I thought was going to happen. Just amazing stuff, and thank you guys for all the support on behalf of Ryan and Robert, Quaddy too. I'd like to thank you guys. Started this, just wanted to do this with my friends and do all this kind of stuff, and got this all started, and it's just completely just overexceeded anything that I could have ever thought that would happen. So I'd like to thank you guys for all the support, everything you've done, and be sure to check out, because 2012, it's going to be some special stuff coming. You just seen the beginning, that's for sure.
Just all these subscribers, all the craziness that's happened in a year. Like J-Man said, I was not expecting for almost 500 subscribers in 12 months.
It's
and
insane.
If you look back to see how all of us have grown in our knowledge in wrestling in a year, just going around and hanging out with each other. But thanks for everything, and thanks for all of my subscribers on my channel.
Yep.
Even though I scare some people off, I don't really... It's my opinion, if you don't like it, I'm sorry. But thanks to everybody. Thanks for J Productions for all the editing he's done and growing on that. And hopefully 2012 is something you guys will never What we have up our sleeves and behind your guys' ears, you will never be expecting coming.
It's going to be some good stuff. Once again, this will all wrap up our 2012 TNA Genesis preview. Like I said, be sure to check out the instant review after the pay-per-view Sunday. For my partner, Quad, I am your host, J-Man. Thank you for watching another edition of the Instant Wrestling Report, your source for pro wrestling news, information, opinions, instantly.
This is a battleground!